This video is proudly sponsored by Elias Dry Cleaners.
Welcome to another episode of Entrepreneurial Barnet. I am in Area Works in Colindale to interview Vanessa Fernandes of NEA London. Vanessa, tell me how you got into business.
Well, I've always been really entrepreneurial since a young age. My granddad was in business, both my parents were in business. But I set up my first business really out of necessity. When I was still a university student, very broke.
Yeah.
I had 3 jobs and I was still struggling to make ends meet with my living costs.
Sure.
So I was having a conversation with my auntie, just explaining that to her, and she told me that I needed to do something that paid more rather than getting a 4th job.
Wow, true.
So I identified that there was a need for Brazilian cosmetics, and I identified the gap in the market. And so started selling the products initially to friends and family.
Wow.
And then the business outgrew my bedroom after I set up a Facebook page, because at the time Facebook was really growing.
Yeah.
And I set up a business page on Facebook, and that really sort of helped me to get more exposure for the business. And then the business outgrew my bedroom. I set up my first shop in Hampstead. And then this coincided with me being on my last year of university. And my university was in Kent, so I was commuting to Kent every day and still running the shop with one staff. So at that point, I really felt like I needed to take a step back to be able to focus on my studies and to complete my degree.
Yeah.
So I closed the shop and then started selling wholesale. So that's how I actually started selling wholesale to salons, was at that point.
Right.
And today we sell both retail and wholesale.
That's incredible. Like, I can't even fathom being a student and also running a business. How did you do that?
I was just really focused. I really wanted to make it happen, and also I did not want to have 3 jobs. So that was really my main inspiration at the time. And then also, as I got to doing the business, I was learning a lot. I was meeting new people, and I really just enjoyed the thrill of risk taking as well. I remember doing my first international trade show in Dubai.
Wow.
And I'd been to Dubai once before on holiday. And so this was my 2nd time there, and I did Beauty World Middle East.
Wow.
So I arrived there with my tiny little space in a stall that I was sharing with someone else. And then there was these massive companies there. But I was really intimidated to begin with, but I just took it as an opportunity to learn. So I started networking with other businesses that were there. So I learned a lot and also got myself some new clients. So it was a really good experience.
And then you were studying in Kent, but you're also an alumni of Middlesex?
Yes, so years after completing my degree at UCA in Kent, I then decided that I wanted to do a master's that was more related to business.
Okay.
It all really started in 2014 when I won an award for Young Entrepreneur of the Year. I got involved with mentoring other young startups and really saw my passion for business development.
Yeah.
So then I felt like I wanted to go and learn more so that I could give back more to the people I was mentoring.
Yeah.
And so I got into Middlesex University to study a master's in innovation management and entrepreneurship. And it was an amazing experience.
Really?
I was actually really surprised that Middlesex University was just on my doorstep.
Yeah.
And I went all the way to Kent to study a degree that I could have actually studied at Middlesex University.
Right.
But sadly, at the time when I was a student, I went to college in Uxbridge College because Barnet College, which again was on my doorstep, didn't have the fashion course at the time that I wanted. So I commuted to Uxbridge.
Yeah.
And then I think that being in Uxbridge, I didn't have a lot of connections to Middlesex University, so I ended up missing on the fact that I could have actually studied for that degree at a good university on my doorstep.
Yeah.
So ended up first at London College of Fashion.
Yeah.
And then from there I progressed on to UCA in Kent.
So tell me about who's mentored you in your business, or where you get your business inspiration from.
Well, initially growing up, I didn't really have any sort of role models that I felt like I saw myself in. So when I really decided I wanted to go in business, I just decided to become a sponge and just reach out to people who I felt like they were doing the kind of things I wanted to do. And just learn from them, really. My tutor at Middlesex University, Simon Best, was a very key person in sort of inspiring me and pushing me and giving me the courage to really go for my dreams.
Yeah.
Junior Ogunyemi, who's also a mentor, has really been a key person in my development. Even when I started mentoring and doing consultancy initially, he actually took me under his wing and mentored me to kind of help me to be able to do it for my mentees.
Love that.
But you know, people like Michelle Obama really inspire me. Her story, starting from nowhere and becoming the person she is today. Kanye King from the Mobile Awards, she's someone that I also really see as an inspiration.
And what's the top tip that you give to your mentees, and what's the best top tip you've received from your mentors?
Growing up, I've always been told that there's a lot of things I couldn't achieve. I actually had a college tutor tell me that I was all talk and no action. So I know that, you know, a lot of young people might be hearing the same things while they're studying. And the most important thing is to just not allow those voices to kind of discourage you. If you're really passionate about something and you're prepared to make sacrifices and work really hard, there's no reason as to why you can't achieve your dreams.
So let's talk about these businesses that you've put a lot of work into.
Yes.
Let's go to it. So we have Naya London. Tell me about Naya London.
So Naya London, we are a hair cosmetics boutique. We have our own website. We sell a lot on Amazon as well, and Shopify. We started selling on Etsy recently as well.
Wow.
But our main business is we sell directly to salons.
Sure.
So we reach out to salons all across London. At the moment, we've got a database of about 750 odd salons that we've done demos at or that are purchasing products from us. There's a few UK brands that we work with and American brands, but we are also always looking out for smaller brands that might not be known, but that have really good quality products. Our ethos is that we just want to be able to provide good products that can help the person achieve any look that they desire, rather than sort of steering them in the direction of a particular look.
That's amazing. And you were telling me that you get your clients together annually sometimes and have spa days?
Yes, so we have a pop-up spa once a year where we just invite all our clients. And last year was the first time that we actually opened it up to the public.
Wow.
And they were able to attend and just come and have a pamper day, network. We had an afternoon tea. We had performance by Keisha White.
Wow.
So it was a really fun day.
And where are you going with this brand? Where are you going with Naya London? What's the vision?
My vision is to have a brand that doesn't just sell products, because you can walk into any shop on the high street and buy products, or log into Amazon and just grab products. My vision is really to sort of build a movement of women that really empower each other, that network.
So you're an entrepreneur with your fingers in many pies, and I recently hear that you were a judge for Entrepreneurial Barnet.
Yes.
How did that come about?
That was a really fun experience. I was approached by Ree, and of course I said yes, and I'm really glad I did. It was really fun. Initially they sent me the profiles for the finalists, so I went through a little bit of a presentation that they sent to kind of give me an insight into their business. And it was funny because as soon as I read the one who then won in the end, Jo, as soon as I read her business idea, I just thought this is actually a really good idea for the community. So I was really pleased when she won in the end.
And was there a judging criteria?
Yes, there was. So they gave us a criteria that as judges we had to sort of points that we had to look out for on the pitches. And then we kind of all got together in a room and discussed sort of the pros and cons of each, and the strengths and weaknesses in each candidate. And it was a really tough decision because they were all really good. But in the end, we picked Jo.
Wow. Well, congratulations to Jo and her
Yes.
business. And I hear congratulations are in order for you too, because you've won an award, but you've been nominated for something else as well. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, I've been nominated for a WinTrade Award. So what the WinTrade organisation does is they celebrate women in the corporate world and across all industries, as well as women who are entrepreneurs. And I have been nominated for an award in the category of health and wellness because of my work with Naya London and the beauty industry.
So we'll be getting the results for that when?
Well, the final gala is on the 28th of June, so very soon. I'm really nervous.
Well, good luck. I don't think there'll be any need to be nervous, Vanessa. Thank you so much for telling us all about your different businesses, all of the different people you've worked with and been inspired by. We're really impressed with your business, and we're proud to have you as a Barnet resident. So thank you very much. Good luck. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Entrepreneurial Barnet. Vanessa Fernandes of Naya London was absolutely amazing in her feedback. She's doing so much for the community with the mentors, and her Brazilian and hair boutique is utterly amazing. Please join us on the next episode and feel free to follow us on all social media handles.